In the middle of a crowded airport, I asked, "Can you stay?" And he smiled and nodded. "You're seriously going to Paris now, after all this?" I snapped, my voice cracking somewhere between panic and sarcasm. "Well, they do say heartbreak makes the wine taste better," Leo replied, smirking, but his hands were trembling. It was a goddamn madhouse at JFK that morning. Delayed flights, screaming babies, the smell of overbrewed coffee. But for me, everything felt like it had shrunk into a 10-foot radius around Gate 26. And in that shrinking world, there was only Leo standing in front of me with his perfect hair, stupidly calm expression, and a boarding pass to a future without me. Let me back up. 2 months ago, I didn't believe in love. I believed in hookup apps, terrible Grindr bios, and texting you up at 1 a.m. Then Leo crashed into my life like a jazz solo, unexpected, chaotic, and too beautiful to follow logically. We met at a bookstore in Brooklyn. I was buying a secondhand Vonnegut novel and he was holding a biography of James Baldwin. We argued in the checkout line about whether Baldwin was overrated. He was wrong, obviously, but he made me laugh, and the way he looked at me made my ribs ache. Our first date was a disaster. He spilled hot chocolate on my jeans and accidentally called me by his ex's name. Still, I wanted to see him again. There was something in the way he apologized, like he meant it in every cell of his body. Weeks blurred into weekends. Sleepovers became routines. He'd hum while brushing his teeth. I cook him burnt scrambled eggs on Sundays. He liked to fall asleep with a podcast on, and I'd stay awake just to listen to his breathing sync with the laughter of strangers. And yet, something always felt borrowed. Leo was a traveler, not just in the cool Instagram way. He ran. From jobs, from apartments, from anything that felt remotely permanent. And Paris? That was his new escape. A 6-month photography residency. A dream, he said. A fresh start. "Why didn't you ask me to come?" I asked the night before he was supposed to leave, after we made love like it was a goodbye we couldn't name out loud. "You hate baguettes," he whispered into my neck. Bullshit. The truth was, Leo didn't want to need anyone, and I was terrified of needing him. So when I showed up at the airport, I didn't know what I wanted. Closure, maybe, or just one more minute. Anything. He was surprised to see me, eyes wide, smile twitching. "I thought we said our goodbye last night," he said gently. "No," I replied. "You said goodbye. I just listened." A pause. His eyes searched mine, like he was trying to decide if this was real or just one of his dreams. Then the loudspeaker barked his name, "Final boarding." I felt the floor tilt. "I can't do this anymore, Leo," I blurted. "The half-loves, the almost, the always leaving. I love you, and I don't want to keep chasing ghosts." He stared at me, quiet, which was unlike him. "Say something," I whispered. "I didn't ask you to come," he said finally, "because I didn't think I deserved for you to. And that broke me, because I understood it. That kind of self-hate, it's fluent in both of us." "But you do," I said. "You deserve someone who meets you at the airport and begs you to stay." That's when I asked it. "Can you stay?" The air held still. The terminal around us pulsed with bodies and lives and layovers, but in that moment, all I saw was his smile. Small, hopeful, shaking, and then nodded. We didn't cheer. No one clapped. A family next to us argued in Spanish about a lost teddy bear. Life just went on. But in the eye of that storm, we held each other like survivors. Like maybe we'd earned it. 2 weeks later, Leo moved in. We didn't post about it. We didn't announce it with fancy filters or rainbow emojis. We just started living. Grocery lists, shared Spotify playlists, nights where we fought about dumb stuff like who left the toothpaste cap off, then made up in the most cliché way possible. Leo still talks about Paris sometimes. I tell him he can go, just not without me. And he laughs, kisses my forehead, and promises we'll get there. Together. Because staying isn't about giving up dreams. It's about building new ones where you're both the main character. Where someone chooses you even when the whole world is offering them a way out. And sometimes, love shows up not in grand gestures or epic speeches, but in a smile, a nod, a decision made in the middle of a crowded airport to stay. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.